All right, here we are at the car wash and RV park that we're gonna build. Car wash is already here. This has got storage and a car wash. Next door is a boat sales place. So you can see all the boats back there in the back. And then from their fence, which is just right here. So from their property line, I'm planning to put RV storage here too. So pretty much they mow their yard and you can tell the difference between where their property is and where the property we're buying is. So you can see ours is not mowed, theirs is. Right up to the back of that fence, I want to put RV storage, which is pole barns, just open stalls type storage. So this would all be fenced in all the way up to the road. We would have this fenced in all the way up from our property line all the way to their fence, and then all the way to the back, and we would fence it. And behind here you can see way back there, there's the 16 acres behind here, and that's where the RV park is going to be. Now this is the boat storage we're looking at right here. So that's full. That's what's exciting, is that whole boat storage right there is full. Let's go look at the car wash, because actually the car wash and the currently running boat storage is what's going to pay for the loan. So we're going to go and raise the money to put in the RV storage, and there's just a ton of deferred maintenance. A ton of deferred maintenance. They just let this place get really bad. I mean, look how nasty everything is. This is all rusted and beat up. And this is all rusted and beat up. I don't know why they even put that pole on the ground there. That must be part of, oh, this is part of the fence that was here before. That's what that is. Okay. So you can see we're right on Highway 154. Across the street you got a mechanic, looks like a body shop / mechanic. But I don't know, it seems like we could take this metal fencing completely out. Let's go see the car wash. Looks like the car wash is in pretty bad shape. You can see, let's see, problems, questions, or comments, and there he took off their phone number. They're like, we don't want to hear it. So this is the old school style. Look at that. You put in $1 to get change. So you got to go to an ATM with your card to get change, to take change and put it in the machine. And it's this type of a machine. So you put in your quarters and you wash your car. But look how you can kind of see that it's not in the greatest of shape. And then you look, there's actually trash, full-on trash inside of the, so this is not being maintained at all. Looks like it's just absolutely not being maintained even in the least. Not even the most minimum amount of maintenance is happening here. Looks like they've got a little bit of storage space right here, which you would think that inside of that cinder block part, that's the office part or utility or whatever, there would probably be some storage in there, but I guess not. And they do have cameras there, so that's pretty good. I don't know if the cameras work or if they're connected or anything. Let's check out the actual, you can see that that's just in terrible shape, which really there's no excuse for that, because you could use these sprayers to actually clean it. So they're just absolutely doing no kind of maintenance on the place. Looks like those are actually, the connections are not in bad shape though, for the hoses. I'm going from just seeing from down here on the ground, I'm not right up next to it, but it kind of looks like that's not in terrible condition. All of this of course could just use some cleaning. You got a nice bird's nest up there that's gonna block the camera. So there's a camera right up there, but there's a bird's nest blocking the camera, so the camera's doing no good. This just needs some maintenance and some cleaning. I'd really love to get inside that cinder block office right there and see how the pumps and all of the soap machines, the soap dispensing machines and all of that are. Let's see. The awning is not in the greatest of shape, but not the most terrible. I could just use a little touch up. Just needs a little TLC. Looks like a couple of people have probably whacked it with their, I'm gonna guess, RVs or something. So yeah, they've probably had a touch of damage from high trucks, RVs, maybe 18-wheelers trying to get in here. And once again, like I said, there's just no excuse for this to be terribly dirty like that. Somebody come out every 2 weeks or a month and just wash that off with these high pressure sprayers. And I mean, it's a car wash, so they have high pressure sprayers. But even like right here, so that's part of the fence. So part of the fence from out front that's fallen down, that fence right there that's all messed up, it looks like somebody hit it. Part of that fence is just laying here in the actual car wash. So it looks like this one's a little bit cleaner, a little bit better than the others. Let's go see back here, see what we got. The vacuum's looking to be in better condition than I thought they would be. A lot of times on these car washes, the vacuums just go into terrible condition. Same thing back here, just needs to be cleaned up. You know, we bring in a guy with a pressure washer and he just spray that off even. Would make it about 50 times better. So here we've got a customer coming in. As a matter of fact, he's going to go in and probably pick up his boat. So let's see. He's going up to the pad. He's going to type in his code. So the gate works. That's exciting. I was curious to find out if the gate even works. Let's go right on back. Same thing with the condition of these buildings. They look to be in a touch better condition than the actual car wash. I mean, the car wash actually gets use. So that's kind of makes sense. But it looks like this back here could just use some paint. Some good oil base, maybe scrape off the rust really good. Maybe treat the metal and put on some paint. We're gonna go right back here and check where the RV storage is gonna be. Now we're gonna have the civil engineers look at this and see if we need to flatten this out some more, or if this is some sort of a drainage and that's why they haven't ever built back here. But it looks like, I can't tell what those stub ups are. There's a couple of stub ups here that look like they're in a line. Can't tell if that's some sort of a property boundary. We'll walk out there in a minute and find out. But right here up to that fence is where I plan to have RV storage. So we'll have RV storage and boat storage here in the same location. I'll walk out there here in a second. So I'm on the back side. So it is concrete floor. Some places have dirt floor. This is a concrete pad floor. Let's see if we can get that, yeah. And let's see here. There we go. So somebody does come and maintain it. They at least mow this grass around the place. Somebody at least mows around the front and mows around the back. So look at this big space in the back here. This could be some other storage. Since we're buying that property as well, we could take down this fence and make this wide enough to make this turn. And then right back here on this current property, here's a whole more ton of storage. So not sure if we would expand this out to, probably what we would do is just take down this fence right here and then put up more RV storage right back there. And so we would just take down this fence. Maybe we'd have a second I don't know, maybe we'd have a second gate. I'd have to think about that. I hadn't even really paid attention to that to try to figure out what to do on that one. But all the way right back to that corner is where we would be having the more RV storage. So this would probably be more like the shorter type of RVs, not the 50 to 60 foot long stalls. We're probably talking more like 30-foot stalls. And so we'd have the ability to have long and short. Looks like the setback is only about 10 feet. So I'm gonna guess the property line is right where the poles are, right where those telephone poles are. And so we're looking about 10 feet of setback, which is really good because those pole barns that we're gonna put on the other side, that's gonna be RV storage. We're gonna hopefully put just 10 feet from the property line on the other side. So it looks like this gentleman right here that has the boat storage right next to us. This is two boat storages next to each other, and both of them are full. So Lake Fork is a very popular area. And as we've been driving through here today, we have seen more boat storages than anything. Boat and RV storage is just, there are tons and tons and tons of them here. So let's look at this building. So we're in the back, and this is 32 units. If you can look close, you can see there is quite a little bit of rust. And we're probably going to upgrade the locks and make them to where they're openable by an app, so that people don't have to have a lock. And of course, we'll charge a little bit extra for that. But you can see the locks right there. Let's see if I can get it over. So the lock's right there. And a nice big open area in the front. And so people pull in and they back in and they hook up their boat. Just like this gentleman right here. They're hooking out their boat, and it looks like they're going out for a nice day on the lake. There is outside lighting. Looks like we might upgrade that a touch. And I don't see cameras out here in the back. So we'll probably install some cameras out here in the back. Looks like those numbers are even kind of worn off. So it's not even that much capital expenditure. Little bit of deferred maintenance, but not really even CapEx back here. Let's see if we can get right in there. So there it is, 32 units. They're renting out for $100 per month. We're probably going to upgrade it a little bit, make it about $120. We'll probably test the market, and we'll use some dynamic pricing for that. And so say we lose 20-30% of our customers to our competitors. Well, we'll just fill it right back up with some higher paying customers. Right back here, this is the 16 acres that will be the RV park. So we have boat and RV storage in the front, RV park in the back. And so this is 16 acres. On the other side of this 16 acres is another 16 acres than the lake. 3 blocks from here are the 2 boat ramps. There are actually 3 boat ramps. There are 3 boat ramps that get you into Lake Fork right close to here. There's my partner Mark out in the woods already. He's already out in the tall grass. See what he got to say. What do you see?
What we have in addition, we have some sprinkler system, I guess, to help grow the grass out in this area.
Okay. I didn't know if those are sprinklers or stub ups, so that's water already run out here.
So we have water coming all the way out to this area here.
Yep. And so this is what we're going to be using the extra probably $120,000 for, is to put in how many stalls do you think we can fit right there?
Well, this is
from the very front of the road.
This is in a neighborhood around 4 acres going back up to the road.
Well, this whole thing is 4 acres, including the boat storage. So that's probably 2, and this is probably 2, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, 1.5 to close to 2 acres, yeah.
Of extra that we can build onto. So what do you think is the amount of boat RV storage we can put back up in here?
Well, they have right now boat storage is not apart. We could possibly get another 16 plus another.
You think only 16 RVs from the front to back?
I'm just going by the size they have here.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
All right.
But
Well, we're going to do some calculations. We don't do public math, so we'll see you soon.